Same.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
No high five?
So just so you know.
No high five? Well, what?
Don't touch it. But here's the thing, right? No, don't do it. Don't touch me.
Nick, you try to drink from it. What are you fucking doing, bro?
Okay.
What are you
If
doing?
he's gonna be ridiculous, I'm gonna be ridiculous back. I don't want a high five. I literally just wanted a high five.
Huh?
If he's so friendly, why can't I get a high five?
Again.
But here's the thing, right? Don't do it. Touch me. Nick, Interruption. What are you fucking doing?
Guys, today might be quite literally the most insane out there, what the F is going on clip that I have ever seen and reacted to. So buckle up. It's going to be a actually insane video. By the way, welcome back to my channel. Happy to see you guys here. Going to be posting more often. I'm still on vacation. That's why I'm not on my normal set. But we'll be back home next week, but I'm still going to be filming in the meantime. And today we are reacting to Andrew Wilson on the Whatever podcast. And he has to go against probably the most insane bitch I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm sure you guys have seen her all over. She's been going viral. I've actually done a couple videos on her in the past. I will link those below, put them in the whatever cards up here. But yeah, she's a single mother who's like some insane therapist. I think she's a sex therapist, and she calls Andrew a predator, even though she literally ends up assaulting him on the panel. Let's just get right into it. Like, subscribe, comment, do it all. Let's go.
Okay, so it is other people's responsibility to make you feel emotionally safe.
I say when there is not full disclosure of the plan of what's going to be done to me psychologically, then that is the responsibility of the person who's manipulating me.
It's really funny that you say that because this actually is just deterring responsibility to the second party, right? So you're saying...
Yes, you guys are more powerful than I am as far as damaging me psychologically, because we live in a society that has normalized the manipulation of women and their vulnerability emotionally. So I believe that you partook in that same essentially tactic of getting from me what you wanted.
Yeah, so I'm going to just like grant a couple things, right? Thing one...
I have to go to the bathroom first, and then when I come back, you can share.
Okay.
How many shots did you guys have? You had one shot?
This is my third shot.
Maybe don't. Maybe the alcohol is not a good idea.
Drink the alcohol, bitch. Let the truth come out.
Well, if you guys were nice, I wouldn't need it.
If we were nice, she wouldn't need... We've been nice.
I think you guys are nice.
We've been nice.
You want to passive aggressive?
Exactly
All right,
what I thought, but then he had to pee.
Had to skip forward through that nonsense.
I did.
We're gonna...
I've had a lot of children.
We will get, in future episodes, funnels.
To grant to you, yeah, I don't care about how what I say makes a person emotionally feel if the purpose of the discussion is a disagreement. How your emotional state from there is totally irrelevant to me.
And keep in mind that this is what bitches do. Women are a bunch of tone policing bitches, and I've honestly got that term from Rachel Wilson, amazing wife of Andrew Wilson. Love them. I'll link their channels and stuff down below. I always love to show support to them. Some of my favorite people on the internet, and yeah, bitches always want to tone police. Always. Oh, I agree with what you said, but it's how you said it. It's emotionally damaging me. Yeah, bitch, shut up. Shut up. This is why men don't want to be around women. Men don't want to have to censor themselves around women so women don't get offended. Dear bitches, by the way, if you want to be a woman that a man, especially a man that you love, wants to actually be around, stop telling him what to say, how he can say it. Stop nagging. Don't be a nagging ass bitch. Shut up. And if you can't handle it, leave. Leave. Don't become the woman dragging a man down, because... well, that's just quite literally why so many men would prefer to be around other men and not women. I don't blame them. I do not blame them one bit.
Do you know that that's a symptom?
Of what?
Psychopathy.
Okay, please keep in mind that this psychotic bitch is a therapist, that people literally pay her for therapy. And by the way, if you look at her Instagram, it's like her shaking her ass and naked. Very odd.
Psychopathy doesn't exist.
It does.
It doesn't.
It's the lack of empathy for another's
Nope.
feelings.
Okay, so you're a psychologist, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that psychopathy is actually a medical psychological condition and that you can identify it in the DSM?
Yes, they can now brain scan you and tell if you have psychopathy.
Do you have your phone?
Yes.
Okay, can you pull up the DSM-5 and show me where it says anything about psychopathy?
I'm not talking about the DSM-5. I'm talking
Well,
about
then how do you categorize what is a psychological condition?
you can get a brain scan and your gray matter would show up differently than somebody without psychopathy.
That, first of all, when you're talking about brain scans, that's really brand new tech. That's the same thing as when people say that you can do a brain scan to determine a gender. You really can't, because you have human
Correct.
variances in
The
sexuality.
gender is determined more by the hormonal makeup in the body
matter
system.
cannot determine if somebody is a psychopath, but even if it could, psychopathy in and of itself has not even been demonstrated to be harmful to society. Psychopathy in and of itself could be a boon to society. For instance, you may need people who have completely unfeeling dispositions for certain jobs which need doing.
I agree, because we are all tools, essentially, of the divine.
Well, I mean,
God.
sure,
You
yeah.
would- you- in your
Yeah, I would
ideology, you would
say-
call it God.
Yeah, I would say that we're all definitely in
I
you know,
agree.
have a
There's
telos from our
where our
Creator.
Venn diagrams are crossing.
But
I believe we
need
are
to-
all tools.
But I need to ask, just because I don't care what your emotional state is when we're having a discussion about something we disagree on, I don't understand why that would even indicate psychopathy. It's very common for stoic men to not care about the emotional status of a person who refuses to adhere
It's
to
very
logic.
common of men to be abusive. It doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, but now you're conflating two different things. So I would agree.
Psychopathic individuals.
What? What? Like, imagine being so delusional and entitled and such a spoiled brat that you think that people around you should cater to how you feel. And particularly in this situation, someone you're debating and in a disagreement with. I just don't get it. This is why women should have never left the kitchen in the first place, because they can't handle having real conversations with men. They're going to cry and bitch. And you know what it is, honestly? I think a large part of this, it's a strategy of women. They're losing a debate. They don't know how to respond. They understand they're losing. So what do? They deflect. They gaslight. They say, oh my gosh. I'm not going to even acknowledge the point that you're making because it's a pretty good point. What I'm going to do is instead distract everyone, distract you, distract the audience, and point out how mean you are in the tone you're giving me and how I can't even continue this debate because I'm being attacked emotionally. I mean, this girl literally in this, I'm not sure if it's in this clip, but in this same interview or episode on the whatever podcast, she literally says to Andrew that he emotionally R's her. I can't say the word, and I'm trying to do a thing where I don't edit my videos so I can post more, and you get the raw footage of me, one take, let's go. But yeah, she says that Andrew Wilson emotionally R's her. If you know, you know. Imagine saying that. Yeah, this is why men don't want to be around women, and women can just launch out all of these crazy and false accusations and everyone coddles them because no, we aren't living in a society where it's normalized to manipulate women, as this psychotic bitch said. Rather, we're living in a society that allows and really encourages women to manipulate everyone else, the law, the legal system, the American people, the public, the media, etc., etc. If I was running for president, which by the way I would never, because a female should never be in a leadership position, but in a hypothetical, if I were, my campaign slogan would be "Make women shut the F up. 2024, let's go." Let me know in the comments if you would support my campaign.
Individuals are abusive.
Yeah, but
Just
not all
because
abusive
it's
people are
been
psychopaths.
True. That's true. Some of them are narcissistic.
Yeah, but not all abusive people are narcissists.
Some of them are just trauma responding and they overreact.
Not all of them are doing that either. Yeah.
Hi, I'm a trauma responder. Hi.
Abuse
Name a type of abuse that
from
somebody.
you is so broad that encompasses everything. Encompasses emotional,
it's the degradation.
physical, psychological.
It's the degradation. It's the calculated degradation of another individual without remorse, feeling or care. It's not a trauma response, in other words. Now, what you saw of me in the last show was me trauma responding. So I did hurt people's feelings, and I said things that were, you could say, you could say abusive. But I really was, I have very complex traumas. I could spend
but isn't it
a lot of time telling you about it.
But isn't it awful convenient to say, when I do it, it's excused. When you do it, it's because you're a psychopath?
Well...
Oh, well, let's see how she responds. Great point, Andrew.
To be honest with you, you're a predator. I'm not.
Well, you're not a predator?
No.
What makes me predatory and you not predatory?
Wow. I mean, seriously, the fact that we live in a society where it's okay for a woman to launch an insane and life-ending accusation such as that to someone without any evidence or reasoning is insane. This is why men are really shit on in America, in the West. They are just, honestly, like, I don't know how to say it, culturally abused, if that makes sense. Like, women are allowed to make any insane accusation against men and no one bats an eye. And that's why people like Pearl, who I don't agree with everything that she says, but that's why I really like her and why a lot of people, especially men, really gravitate towards her and her content, because everyday men need someone to speak out for them. I'm not saying women should speak for men at all, but people with a big platform, we need to fight back against this insane culture that thinks it's okay for someone like her just to launch an insane attack against Andrew. And by the way, guys, if she really thought Andrew was such a predator, why would she be willingly participating in a podcast with him where she's going to be with him for like 6 hours straight? I don't know about you, but if I knew a really harmful predator was going to be around, I would not be there. I wouldn't go because I wouldn't be safe. She knows that she's safe, but she doesn't like that he disagrees with her, makes her look stupid. So what's she going to do? She's going to call him a predator, because instead of actually debating and having a real conversation about hard issues, she's just going to launch insults at him without any justification or proof. I seriously cannot stand women at all.
I don't go out seeking to hurt people. You do.
Who do I go out to seek to hurt?
Me.
How did I seek to hurt you?
You are seeking to show the followers that I am basically not worth living, not worth speaking, not worth breathing.
What are you talking about?
Not worth having an...
Not worth speaking. He's literally debating you for like 6 hours straight. What are you talking about? He's like bringing you, like he's helping platform you in front of a lot of people. If he didn't think you should speak, he wouldn't put you on the platform.
Opinion. My opinion.
Well, if your opinion is bad, then yes, your opinion. So, look at
you are a very condescending person.
Try to juxtapose yourself. Put yourself in my shoes for a second. Okay. Let us assume for a second that I had some knowledge. So
I was raised by your type.
Assume for a second. Well, they didn't raise you right, but assume for a second.
No, I just diverted to something else.
Okay, so anyway, back to this real quick. I was in the middle of talking. It's awful abusive of you to cut me off while I'm speaking.
It is.
I'm speaking.
I'm just giving you back your own medicine.
I'm speaking.
I'm giving you back your own medicine. I don't respect you.
I'm speaking.
I don't.
All right, well, guess what? Literally, bitches who interrupt men should serve prison time. Like, talk about being unlikable. This is something I struggle with too, by the way. My husband has to remind me, don't interrupt me. And honestly, women would be so much more likable if they only spoke when spoken to. Like, women are children. They talk too much. They say a lot of nonsense that no one gives an F about. Me included, I still deal with this. And women would be a lot more tolerable if they just waited until someone addressed them. That's a pro tip, and that's something I'm trying to learn to this very day, okay? We all struggle. But yeah, have some good aspirations, women. You can be better. Be better.
I don't respect you.
I'm speaking.
I don't respect your thought process.
So anyway.
I literally don't respect your thought process.
Who cares what you respect?
Who cares what you respect?
I mean, do you want to have the
Why should I care about you if you don't give a shit about me? I don't give a shit about you.
You're just going to cut in while we're trying to talk?
Yes, if you don't give a shit about me, I'm going to show you what it feels like to have somebody not give a shit about you, but I'm not going to gaslight you and pretend like I give a shit. I'm just going to tell you I don't give a shit about your type.
So then there's the difference between
I don't give a shit about you. You're a piece of... You're only here because your sex life sucks.
I actually
do you want to go there?
Yeah, go there. You're only here because you have children.
Okay. I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
Hang on. You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
I gave you explicit boundaries that you were not supposed to cross.
I just broke your boundaries because I don't give a because I don't give a.
You didn't give me boundaries. Get your wife on the phone.
What would you like to talk to her about?
I would like to ask her how the sex is.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Again, just like not addressing the issues at all, just deflecting, wanting to be like this is how women go after men. They use sex all the time. Oh, let me see how your wife thinks. She must not enjoy her sex life with you. What? Literally, even if that was true, which I bet it's not, because I know Rachel loves Andrew so much, but even if that was true, what does that have to do with what you're talking about? This is what women do. Always in conversations and arguments, they will bring up something that has absolutely nothing to do with what the conversation is at hand. Why? Literally, why?
Hey, that's crazy. Come on, let's.
I really would.
Look, we got.
I can't. I was married to your
give a
type.
shit.
We can call my ex-husband if you want. He might answer. You never.
Okay. Well, first of all, W to her ex-husband because they're no longer together. Although, kind of an L because you married this psychotic bitch in the first place. I mean, I know sometimes women will trick you and manipulate you and thinking you'll think that they're something that they're not. But this woman, I don't even see how she could mask her crazy because you can see it in her eyes. She's got the crazy eyes. But actually later in this live stream, Andrew's wife ends up sending a super chat being like, yeah, actually the sex is great. I forget exactly verbatim what she says, but obviously just proving this stupid bitch wrong. And I love that. I love, women, us wives, we have to show support for our husbands. And I really love that with Rachel. And I don't know. I met Rachel. She's great. I really like her and respect her. I think her and Andrew are a great couple. And honestly, them and my husband and me were kind of the most hated couples on social media. Or at least it seems to me. I don't know. Let's just get back to it. I'm rambling. You see what women do? We ramble.
Never know. You two would get along. You'd be besties. He's a real winner, by the way.
Look, if
He probably is. He divorced you, right?
No, I divorced him.
Oh, well, that actually makes more sense.
Oh, no.
So look, if you want Andrew to respect the boundaries, you can't be slinging.
But
these
here's the
attacks
thing,
at him.
Ryan. He didn't give me boundaries. He didn't give me. I
this
gave him
comment?
boundaries. He did
Has
not
he-
say you can't do this. You
You
can't do
said
that.
you're responsible for my
Listen.
emotional health.
We can put the no button in the middle, and you can use it too if you would
Okay.
like. Do you need
Yes, put it
boundaries
there.
too and consent?
Yes, put
Do
it
you need
there.
a safe word? It's no.
Put it there. So here's the boundary.
Now you feel safe.
You
You
ready?
can say no whenever you want.
Okay. When I hit the no, that means stop talking.
Okay. Agreed. Okay.
Do you think you can do that?
Will she respect his boundary? Let's see.
Can I show my ass on camera every time you say no?
You see this? Literally, she can't respect his boundary, but she's supposedly offended that he didn't respect hers. Got it. All he asked was her not to talk. And what does she do? Not only does she start talking, but she now says, or she asks if she can show her ass on camera, which, by the way, she proceeds to do. She ends up doing it. It's like, has to be censored. Like, she's trying to get the whatever podcast banned. She's batshit crazy. And she has kids. Gosh, I feel bad for her children. That's so embarrassing. Gosh.
No.
No.
We're
Why?
gonna pass on that.
Because that would violate the terms of service.
What's the terms of service that I
That you
can't
can't
show
show
ass?
your ass on camera?
I never signed anything that said I couldn't.
So you're going to
We're
break
on
the
YouTube.
TOS?
What's the TOS?
Nick, just intro if you have to.
What is it?
It means...
We're on YouTube
yeah.
and Twitch. You can't show.
You guys, I'm old. I don't know what these things are.
You know what YouTube is?
I don't know the
Stop
rules.
Yeah, bitch, you're old. How about you not show your ass? Like, first of all, even if you're young, don't do that because that's degenerate and disgusting. But especially now that you're old, please don't. Please don't. You think you're hot, you're not. You're actually psychotic and ugly.
Lying through
Do
your
I
teeth.
seem like I follow rules?
Okay, but would you?
You don't seem like you're even rational or coherent.
I'm,
Let alone
I'm
following
not
rules.
rational to mainstream society. I'm
Okay,
not.
so
I'm
listen-
a divergent.
listen. Okay, so-
Obviously.
You can be divergent and be rational.
No, not
Yeah.
necessarily. No,
Yes.
not these days. No, you can't.
Yes, you
no,
Literally, what are you talking about?
you literally can't.
Yeah, you literally can.
Do you like
Do you
Trump?
literally
Are
know
you
what the word
supporting
literally
Trump?
means?
Are
Because
you
it literally doesn't mean what
Are
you literally
you
think.
supporting Trump? I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
Look at you.
Of course.
Okay, look at. There's an area
What?
our Venn diagram intersects.
So what does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Let's say,
Okay.
let's just pretend
Okay.
Trump was my dad.
Uh-huh.
Let's just pretend.
Yeah.
Would you give me a little more respect?
No.
None?
No. I would treat you exactly how you treat you. I usually match people's energy. So if they're being lunatic assholes, then I'm a lunatic asshole.
Same.
Yeah.
High five.
No, so just so you know, yeah, I don't want to touch you. Don't want to touch you. But here's the thing, all right? No, don't do it. Don't touch me. Don't.
Look at, and it has to go blank. It has to go blank, guys, because she literally moons him. Like, she pulls down her pants and puts her ass in Andrew's face on camera and like doesn't stop. And I'm still deciding if I'm going to include that. I don't think I can include that in the video because I think it will get the video taken down. But maybe I'll censor it and put it in the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, make bitches shut up. Put bitches back in the kitchen. I don't even know if she should be around knives. Like, that's how crazy she is. Shout out Andrew Wilson. I love how he does not hold back. Like, he is brutal in the best way to anyone he debates, has conversations with. I love that. We need more brutal honesty. So shout out to him. Shout out to Rachel. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe, do it all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.